All right, everybody, we're here. We're back with another podcast because we haven't done this in a while. It has been a while, and we're here with our fellow co-hosts, BlueCyanide and JackaL. Of course, you could greet yourself first because why not?
Hello, your computer's virus.
Okay, that sucked, bro. Alright,
That is the most
That was
horrible.
horrible.
That was a horrible intro.
It's fine.
Yeah, I
It's
do
fine.
suck.
It's
Cool.
okay, yeah.
Anyway.
Shut up, bro, shut up. Okay, that was Blue. Hi, I'm JackaL. I'm one of your co-hosts. I've been on the last few episodes, I think. I don't know.
Last
It's
two.
been a while anyway.
Yeah,
How long has it been? Like 9 months?
9 months, I think.
I think it's been 9 months, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the last one
but
was
yeah,
with,
we're back again.
Yeah, the last one was with.
I'm here too.
Hello, Saiko.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, in Cyprus, yeah.
The last one was with Pat God, in case you guys did not remember that. But yeah, today we have a special guest here today. It's been a while since we have this, and yeah, this is Sean Chiplock. Yeah, I keep forgetting like how to say the name, but yeah, Sean Chiplock is here.
Yeah, he's overrated. Get someone better. Get like Chris Pratt or like I don't know, Vin Diesel. He seems like he could use the celebrity status more.
Yeah,
We need The Rock.
I feel like
That's right.
Yeah, The Rock too. Like I feel like they don't have that much,
I'm
power.
gonna get Jack Black in here.
Literally about to say Jack Black. I shit you not. I was 2 seconds away from saying I was about to go, you know what? Fucking Jack Black probably would say yes just because he's that kind of guy.
Yeah. Oh, don't give us ideas.
Don't give us ideas. Next one, we're gonna put like what? Ariana Grande.
Oh, oh God.
Bring on Macaulay Culkin.
Matthew McConaughey.
So what happened on the Neverland Ranch, McConaughey?
Goofy.
What
My
the
God.
Blue? Okay, well, Blue is here and all that, and also Sean is here, of course. And yeah, we got a few questions. Why was that an intro?
Bro, that's
Great
crazy.
intro.
That was one of the questions, by the way. You've got 4 more left.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I mean,
4 more. Anyways, here's
Oh
the
no.
tight budget.
here's my first question. Like, how
Seconds.
second? I guess you could say second. We're gonna be asking a lot because I mean, me and JackaL has prepared some. I don't know about Blue though. Blue, have you even prepared any?
Blues is too.
Yeah.
You do. You do.
So such a delayed response.
You do. So you say you do.
I mean, yeah, because. Yeah,
Okay,
Bro
yep.
started singing. Bro literally just started singing. Oh my god. Alright, now the first
Broke into song.
broken to song. Bro became a Disney character. Bro became a Disney character.
Oh,
Princess Blue Cyanide.
That's
Oh,
Blue
no.
Cyanide. Alright. And the first question is, what was your experience when you first got into voice acting? Like when you got your first own role?
I just wanted to be a part of stuff. Like when I first started VO, I'm talking an era when my recording program of choice was Windows Sound Recorder, which I don't know if you were ever around for Windows Sound Recorder, but it had like 4 buttons. It had play, it had record, and I think it had close, and that was it. Like if you wanted to record something, you had to do it in a single go. Like when I would record comedic skits based on Final Fantasy, I would queue up the music in different internet tabs and then pause and unpause it live because there wasn't such a thing as layering audio tracks on top of each. I'm sure there was in the 90s, but I certainly wasn't smart enough to figure out how that shit worked. So I just wanted to be a part of things. I announced my discovery of voice acting to Newgrounds. I was trying out for Newgrounds flashes. Newgrounds is still around today, I think.
Mhm.
yeah, so that's it. Really was it. It was just this giant fire of passion that had been ignited, and I just wanted to find every opportunity I could to get to play around with it.
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, like my first
Yeah,
time
did-
doing that. Yeah. We all.
Yeah. Did you
Oh yeah, go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
did you like find it hard to like tap into the industry, or like did it take a while for you to get into like any good roles or anything, or was
I
it
mean,
just like instant?
That's a question that we could ask even today, because like I'm sure people are aghast at the fact that I've gotten to voice characters like Revali or Subaru or Diluc from Genshin Impact, and yet, grass is always greener. I'm here looking at colleagues of mine that are booking stuff in like Persona 3 Reload and like Spider-Man 2 and all these things that at best I've managed to get bit parts in. So that question is ever present. It's evergreen. It's that question of, do I know what I'm doing? Am I actually talented, or am I just good enough that they can use me for certain things, but they don't ever want me in the spotlight? And it can eat away at you emotionally. So, I mean, it's gotten easier to have pride in my performances compared to when I first started out, but it hasn't gotten any easier to not like compare myself to my colleagues.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. Wait. Okay, so oh, I'm actually lost of words now. There's like okay, so this is like I Yo, Jack, can you cover me up real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. All right, so I was surprised that you actually got into Spider-Man 2, which is like, I mean, it's like a huge one, honestly. Like,
Oh, you think I'm not good enough?
no,
I'm
just
just
surprised.
Oh, no.
Dude, that's like a Marvel thing, Like Marvel is like one of
Right.
the biggest companies, like biggest industries in the like film. It's just like crazy, like it's just crazy that you got the role, which is awesome, honestly. Good job on that.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, next one is I'm not ready to say this next one, JackaL. You could ask any else if you want to.
Okay. I think I want to ask this one. So, do you have any like personal favorite roles that you've done so far?
Personal favorite roles that I've done so far?
Yeah.
I mean, I try to find something I cherish about every role that I've done. I like Subaru not because he was a lead role, but because he was emotionally all over the place. And it was a big challenge, and one that I knew that I could rise up to the standard of. Revali,
there you go.
Teba, and the Great Deku Tree are important to me, not because they were in a Nintendo game, but because each one of them represented one of my three goals that I want to have whenever I go into a job, which is either, to have it be a session that I knock out of the park, to have it be a session with a challenge that I overcame, or have it be a session with a new milestone that I've accomplished. So they're important to me for that reason. And really, just in general, I keep myself humble by reminding myself that any gig that I work is a gig that someone else could have had. And it went to me instead. Now that's, I have confidence in myself and my abilities, but I use that as a reminder that they could hire anyone and they chose me. So the least that I can do is, give a shit about what I'm working on. So they're all important to me for different reasons. I don't ever want to take any of my opportunities for granted.
Yeah.
Okay, that's understandable. So it seems more like like you is it more so like a thing like you pick and choose based on what like resonates with you and just like what you think is. So because clearly it's for you, it's not like opportune. It's more so like you're selective about like things that you like get to understand.
I'm kind of an attention whore. The only time I turn down an audition is if I truly am like, this is not even remotely close to something I can do. But I also try to consider, why would my agency or why would the studio send me this audition in the first place if they didn't think that I could provide something that could work for the character. So I almost never turn down opportunities I get to audition for things unless it is something that would like go against my morals, or if the content it involves is something that I don't agree with, or I mean, I've never had this happen, but if it got like political enough that it, I was taking a risk by taking part in it. But other than that, I take every shot that I'm given because I don't know how many I'll get.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
So that leads to my next question, since you didn't really say this. So in like your recent voices, right? I feel like in like 2023, you had
Uh-huh.
a few, right? For example, I think it was it Breath of the Wild? Like I think was it? I don't know. That was recent,
Tears the
right?
Kingdom.
Was that recent or whatever? There was King or
Tears of the
two. There
Kingdom
was
was
King or
recent.
two, yeah. Like what is like how like when you see your past, like what do you want to say to your past self? Like like seeing how you've grown so
Uh,
much from this.
hmm. Probably the only major thing that I would say to my past self is just warning them about certain battles that weren't worth fighting in the first place. Like, I think I'm a good person in general, but I know that there's people who I have crossed paths with or gotten on the bad side of over time that I'm certain has hurt my ability to do certain things that I want to do. So it would really just be a cautionary tale of like, don't get involved with this person, don't get into this argument, or don't fight this battle because it's not worth winning. Just stuff that I could help myself avoid, that I wouldn't have to be paying the price for unfairly years down the road. Just helping to protect the reputation of my career and myself, so that we all are human. We're all fallible. We're all capable of making mistakes from time to time. But it's not as fun when you have teenagers online that are convinced that you're the worst person ever because of something edgy that you said 10, 15 years ago. So just that kind of thing. Like just reminding my past self to be aware of what they're doing and what they're saying online, and just to, if necessary, avoiding the people that have made a net negative impact on their life, because in the grand scheme of things, it just wasn't worth it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of like just a convincing thing, really. But yeah, it's like this,
Right.
like yes, people keep convincing others to like think, oh yeah, these guys are doing the most horrible things and all that type of stuff. But like clearly, they don't really see what's inside everything else,
Right.
which is kind
It's
of
also just because people online are emotionally charged a lot of the time. They're going purely off of what they're seeing and what they're hearing from people that they trust, and it's often easier to just make a split-second decision than spend your entire afternoon trying to do as much research as possible. I get it. It's annoying, but I get it. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's
it's
exactly.
it's just a face value sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like you see one time and that's it. I feel like there's like a few people that have encountered that really. I can't really name them, but I know there's like a few people that have encountered that type of stuff happened, which is
right.
really sucks, honestly. Like, man, just because of one thing and it just ruins everything else. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, next.
Yeah. I
Oh, go ahead, Jack.
I just wanted to say, like, I have a question, like, based on the reflection of things too. In the past, has there ever been like voice roles that you've attempted to get or wanted to get, but you just haven't been able to, or like was like someone outshone you or something?
Sorry, what was that question again?
Was there like ever any voice roles in the past that you wanted to get but weren't able to just because of circumstances, or just didn't get it
I
because of
try
someone
not.
else?
I try not to open the door to bitterness by thinking about, oh, I wish I'd had a chance to do that kind of thing. If anything, it's
Hmm.
stuff that maybe isn't voiced, that or hasn't been voiced yet, that I would like to be a part of if it ever was.
Oh yeah.
The big one that I tell people is Etrian Odyssey, because I'm a huge fan of that franchise, and I would kill to just even be a male voice type that you can select when creating a party member. So just something fun and quirky like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That leads to my next question. Okay. My next question's already pretty much answered since Blue. My next
Hang
question's
on.
already answered since Jack did say what is the best voice role you had before that was good. And yeah. But okay. I think we could answer this next one, which I already got from Instagram, because that's like the only thing I got, to be honest. Like for additional questions, that's the only one I got. But on Instagram, they did say by the name of Ollie loves sharks. Say what is your what is I need to look I need to look this back. I need to look back at this. Hold on. So they said, what is your favorite crayon flavor?
What is it? Crayon flavor?
Crayon flavor, yes.
Misty Ravine.
There you go. That answers your question.
That's a good one.
That was awesome.
Unique.
It slides down
Can you
easy
name
and
the
comes
flavor?
back out even easier.
It really does.
Can you describe the flavor to us?
Oh,
It tastes like a Misty Ravine, you dumbass.
Okay, fair enough.
but yeah.
Oing, 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 oing.
Blue, go.
But you've never gone outside on like a foggy morning near a river and just gone.
It's,
I'm on a podcast right now. No.
I'm on a podcast right now. No. Bro. Hey, no, being in a podcast isn't an excuse. You could be in a podcast. You could be in a podcast in a river, bro. Like,
I'll open my window. Fine.
sit in the front of the window. All right, just sit in front of the window and just react to the podcast. Anyways, next question. Wait, actually, JackaL, you should say the next question because this question.
Yeah, step up, do your goddamn job.
Oh, jeez.
Well, at this current stage,
Hey, we're taking turns, okay? We're taking turns.
Yeah, we're taking turns. All right. Okay. I just thought of this one. Well, how often do you receive like offers to be a voice actor on something like? Because considering you've voiced pretty popular characters, I was just wondering like how often you actually get those types of offers.
What type of offer again?
Just like any, like literally any voice role. Like,
Oh,
how often do you get those offers?
That depends on if we're counting like indie projects versus studio projects versus freelance jobs that I do for clients. Like I'd say on an average week, I book like there's like 2 or 4 projects that I book through like a foreign client for like foreign mobile games and stuff like that. At least once or twice a week, there's like a corporate e-learning or business training job that I'm assigned that I can work on. In terms of studio stuff, like the last 2 months prior to this week were just dead, like fucking dead in the water. I had nothing despite my best efforts. And then this week alone, I had 1 session on Monday, 2 sessions on Tuesday, 2 sessions on Wednesday, a session on Thursday, and then a morning session both yesterday and today. So like this 1 week was busier than the entire rest of the month combined. So it can be very volatile. You know, this is a very unpredictable career where, you know, you may have a slow period out of nowhere and then you hit just the right thing where you're like in demand and, you know, people are requesting you right and left. I can think of at least a couple colleagues right now where it feels like I see their names every goddamn week, and good for them, honestly, get that bag. But, you know, maybe 1 week it's them, maybe another week it's myself or somebody else. It's I try not to rest my laurels because I never know when the next dead period is going to hit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So yeah, like you said, volatile sort of thing. Then yeah, okay.
Because I'm feeling like, I mean, there's gonna be pretty much more people that's gonna like book you, you know, because of the recent blowing up of the Amazing Digital Circus and like all the other type of shows that you're in.
Right? Oh my god.
Exactly. Like there could be a lot. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, like, give it that, bro. That show blew up like instantly, and I've definitely seen a lot of traction with Kinger and like the memes and stuff. Like, he didn't make very many appearances, but he's definitely a popular character.
Yeah.
So, seeing that, you know, it's definitely gonna. I personally, I would think that it would like definitely bring you in a lot more. But you know, that's coming from me. I have no experience.
But yeah, honestly, what do you think of 20 million in a week, though?
I'm just grateful I got to be a part of such a well-performing series, and I hope that folks continue to enjoy my performance if I end up in future episodes and buy my prints.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, when I watched the series, I immediately like Kinger. Like, I feel like his personality really stands out a lot, like in anything, really.
Mhm.
Because I feel like everyone else is like, I feel like everyone else is cool too, but like for Kinger, I
Yeah.
feel like he has like this different type of personality. He gets freaked out.
He's just a ball of anxiety.
Yep, just anxiety. I mean, that's what you get when you stay there for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of like the one thing I love with voice acting is that like it can go from like one end of a character spectrum to another, like just based on the project. Like you've got serious characters or like, just different characters. Like if you contrast D-Luke versus, Kinger, like completely different characters, but like voice acted so well. And it's so intriguing because like you're like, hang on a minute, these people are voiced by the same person. Like you don't expect it really, but it happens. And you're like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
That happened. I just saw a video. I literally just saw a video. Same voice actor, and then they said they literally put Jax and Angel Dust from Michael.
Yeah.
Right?
Literally, like what?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like
I feel like
it's really the fun thing about voice acting, really, just having two different characters you got to voice.
Yeah, I feel like that's another reason the show got so much like traction from other fandoms as well, because Michael's in it and everyone knows him from like Has-Been and stuff. It's like, oh well, there we go.
It's just funny.
Just carrying over fandoms, which actually I feel like that'd be like a very concurrent thing for like voice actors is like dragging along your fan bases based on like what you do, because like you'll have people that really enjoy a character that you voice, and then like you switch over to something like a different project, and then you get like
oh my god, is that Freddy Fazbear? How
Shut up, Blue. Shut up, Blue.
I swear to God.
Shut up, Blue.
Yeah, but like that's like
whatever Blue's having.
Yeah, but like that's like another question for you, Sean. Is like, do you notice that like a lot of your like any fan bases carry over like from project to project? Like, have you ever been told like oh, I started enjoying you then, and then blah, blah,
I don't keep track of that at all. Like, if there's people that followed me over from Danganronpa to come support me in ReZero, if there's people who support the VO and come to my streams that I do because they know me as a voice actor or consider me a celebrity, like good on them. But I'm so busy on a day-to-day basis that I just don't have the energy to pay attention to things like that. If you like what I do and you want to support me, by all means, go for it. And I'm super grateful that you're here. Otherwise, go live your life. Like it's not a numbers game for me. I know Hollywood wants to make it a numbers game when possible, but
yeah, it's hard to get really like buddy with your fan base when you're like busy and you got all these projects, and like it would be hard to keep track of, but like I feel like it's definitely something that would happen. People following across from other fandoms, like my example with Michael from like Has-Been to Amazing Digital Circus. It's yeah, that's just like a prime example of what I think that would be like.
Yeah, I mean, you could name another few, but yeah, there's like I think like if we're talking about that, it's definitely Michael, because like I don't know, it's really just a huge example of what happens if a fan base decides to go to another fan base. I feel like that's yeah.
Actually, that's another question. How do you feel like? How is it for you working alongside other voices that are extremely popular? Like, is it just like a I work with them sort of thing, or is it like, whoa, that guy's cool, I've been wanting to meet him or something?
Especially with like Genshin and JoJo.
A lot of our recording just happens separately. We outside of like prelay animation when multiple people will be in a room at the same time, we rarely ever see each other. So we've come to know each other through being at workshops or being at conventions together. But as for me, like a lot of the time when it comes to the work that I'm in, I'm more focused on just doing the best job that I can do. And making sure that I keep on par with the rest of my colleagues.
Yeah.
Do you just voice act from the desk or what?
What?
No, he's asking like, do you just do it from like a home setup, or do you go to like a studio or something?
Clients are having me come back in studio more and more often now that the COVID restrictions have lifted for the most part.
Real.
But Yeah, but I've heard that there's some talent that just work exclusively from home. So maybe it's just a matter of A, being popular enough that you can demand that, or B, having a home setup good enough that they don't mind you doing it. So
yeah, actually, leading on from that, do you have any like tips for anyone that wants to like aspire to be a voice actor and like get the roles that you have? You know, like because it's hard to like break into the space, but like, what are your personal tips?
go to iwanttobeavoiceactor.com and read as much of that website as you can.
I'm checking that out right now.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
All right, time to open this up.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
I see. Yeah.
I would have.
Because I feel like it's like a difficult space to break into now. Because there's like you've got a lot of projects that are up and coming, but it's sort of hard to make like a name for yourself now. So like yeah. Actually, that's another one. When you like, do you feel like you hit a turning point where you were like actually starting to get bigger roles and you were like, wow, I actually made it?
I have no goddamn idea. I don't assume I have anything in this industry. I'm grateful for every chance I get. You know, when I booked Subaru and ReZero, I stupidly told myself, yeah, this is my break-in. This is how I show people that I'm capable of being major roles in anime. And then I didn't book another main role in anime for almost 2 years until JoJo Part 5 happened. So the only thing I can be in charge of is doing the best job that I can do with each audition and just hoping it pans out. But outside of that, there is so much out of my hands.
Yeah, it's good to have that humble mindset. And yeah, like I feel like overstepping yourself in an industry like this is actually like it can cause issues. But like I think given the fact that you've landed such large roles and like you're still staying humble, it's really good.
Thank you.
Yes. Anyways, I forgot what I wanted to say. This is great.
That's a mood.
I was so into that answer, I forgot what I was to say.
My bad, bro.
Bro forgot what he was gonna say. He has dementia.
What?
Lou, are you actually okay?
I'm high on cocaine.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you didn't even
I think you can say that.
interview. Dick Weasel.
Okay. Anyways, who do you think is next to have like a big talent? Like, who do you know?
What am I supposed to say if someone says I'm high?
Shut up, Blue.
Who do I think is the next big talent?
Yeah. Who do you think?
Man, this is a hard question. I don't know. You are.
Oh.
You got to believe in yourself.
Okay.
I believe in you. I support you.
Thank you. My voice acting is kind of cool, I guess.
You have a week to do it, and then I disown you. I'll kick you out of your house.
Okay, I'll try my best.
You better be on the next indie project within a week or you're done.
Yeah.
That's right. I expect those papers on my desk by morning.
Guys, give me a voice roll.
Oh god, you
No!
loaded.
Give me a voice roll.
Just make like a stick figure animation real quick.
Is this a kidnapping? What the fuck?
Please, I'll be like a character that doesn't have a voice yet, even though they don't appear in the show.
Puppetflip's gonna get disowned.
Like, I'll be Cosmo. Bro, like, I don't know. I have this feeling. I have this feeling that I want to do something really. Anyways, next question. JackaL, do you have any? What was that? Wait, Saiko, did
No,
you?
I don't.
You don't. Damn, you only prepared 2 questions or what?
Bro, I had like 4.
Okay, this is probably the shortest one. Anyways, so,
Oh, how was your day?
Right.
I guess that's a good question.
How high are you?
Not high enough.
That's exactly what happens. So we're
Wise words.
Augmented program height be like.
Actually, I do have like a good question.
yeah, please.
I know this is sort of relevant to what I was saying earlier with like fan bases like crossing over, but like, do you often get like recognized in your voice roles from like, you know, across different projects? Like, say you've done like voice work on Genshin, right? Do you think like you often get recognized for that, like when you've done something else?
Among the community, I'm sure people have gotten better at recognizing my voice, but I don't know if I've quite hit the point yet where people are like, "Oh, that has to be so and so. I know it." And I'm actually kind of grateful that it's still hard for people to recognize that it's my voice so far, because I don't want it to just be instantly recognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is my input, but like if they're like instantly recognized, it's like, oh wait, like the voice variants, where is it? But like honestly, I find it like, because I've watched like I've like played a lot of the content that you're involved in,
Right.
and like prior to like recently, I haven't really been like aware that it's like been you, but reflecting on it now. And like, after I've actually understood and like gone through your voice roles, I'm like, oh yeah, I can understand that now.
Right.
But it's like, I feel like it's good that across projects you have that variance and people can't like instantly tell, because I feel like that can be a good and bad thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. Anyway, we're gonna probably move sections now, because I feel like we've already asked some of the questions that are mainly about this entire thing, but it's time to talk about the recent one that has been blowing up recently. You already know what that is. Yeah, so let's talk about that. So what was your experience with working with like the other members in the Amazing Digital Circus?
Sorry, one more time with that?
So what was your experience in like working with the other members of the Amazing Digital Circus?
Oh, like I said, when we talk about the only other person that I worked with on that was, the director, the person in charge of directing the talent. But I didn't hear any of my other colleagues until the pilot released, because they had their own recording times. That was a case where I recorded from home, and I imagine they did the same thing too. But there's very little collaborative recording in the voiceover industry by and large. Like I said, the only consistent genre where you will have more than one person in the booth at a time is during prelay recording, which is often done for Western animation. But yeah, so there's a lot of times where the only person I hear is myself and the client that I'm reporting to, and that's it.
Okay, that's nice. But okay, so what about the show instead? What about just like your experience?
How did it feel being a part of the show?
Yeah, like being Kinger,
I hope I don't screw it up. I know it seems very straightforward, but I don't know, when my career and my ability to continue working is dependent on, audience reception to my roles and how happy the client is, I get very work focused about this stuff, where I make no assumptions about how popular something is going to be. When we recorded for Danganronpa, I was like, oh, this is a cool niche murder mystery game that no one's going to hear about. Boy, was I wrong on that front. And then there's games or shows that I wish were way more popular than they actually were, and it sucks. It hurts me physically that they didn't really get a lot of attention. So I don't know how to respond to the fact that Amazing Digital Circus is already on the fast track to 50 million views in less than 2 weeks, except to be like, well, I'm grateful to be a part of it, and I hope I don't let it get to my head. And in the meantime, what the fuck? So...
no. Like when I first saw, the entire thing was in production, there was like little fan base here, The fan base was so small, like there's only like a few people that knows about it. But then when the entire pilot decides to show up, everyone immediately, like 10 times the size of the fan base, immediately watched the show, like, which is like crazy enough to believe.
Simply utterly ridiculous, I know.
I can't imagine the traction it's going to get over time. And like there's already love for the characters, so like I can't even like assume like what's going to happen going forward, because it's blown up. There's no other way to put it, and it's amazing, frankly.
Forbes recently covered it too, and before we were taking bets on how long, if it would hit 50 million before the end of the year. Then fucking Forbes covered it, and now I'm sitting like, I put money on the bet it hits 100 before the end of the year.
If it does, that would be insane. I mean, that would be the most popular indie pilot ever existed.
It would horrify me, because it means there's too many fucking teenage kids running around. We need to slow the population of the Earth, not triple it.
Oh my god.
Day I wake up.
What?
Jeez.
But I was so surprised too because like I feel like was it like 5 million in a day or like what? Wait, it was 1 million a day, I think, was it? It was 1 million.
I don't know.
It was 1 million in one day, and then the next and next week it was 10 million, and then after that 50 million, which is like
Got it.
wow.
Got it.
It's just
I think, yeah, I do have a question. Like,
That's nice.
what do you, oh my God, what do you think? Sorry, like, what's your favorite aspect of the Amazing Digital Circus? Like, having joined the voice talent, like, what's the thing that attracts you the most to it?
It's been cool seeing the design elements improve over time because I remember Glitch Productions with their work on SMG 64, with their work on the Splatoon stuff that they've done. So I've been around for several years and I've seen the growth of their channel both in terms of the content that they produce and the general animation quality. Amazing Digital Circus is in a world of its own. It's just it's a clear example of how far the team has come since their earlier projects, and it makes me really happy for them because it does look really goddamn good. So I'm glad that they get to revel in that and bring out. I'm especially happy that this seems to be an era where maybe it's just because of corporate meddling being too risky, but there's a lot of powerhouse indie projects at this point. You've got Hell of a Boss, you got Has Been Hotel, you've got Amazing Digital Circus, you've got Ruby. Like, it's just cool to me that there's these independent production companies that are capable of making things that are this well received without necessarily having the backing of a giant media conglomerate,
Yeah, I feel like that independence is like a really good attraction for audiences too. And like, yeah, like you said, getting to see that development would probably be amazing. And like, just over time, being able to see how they adapt and like, it just, and that's a prime example. Like the fan base, like Puppetflip said, just like tripling. Like it's quite frankly amazing. And like you being a part of that, like I'm sure it's amazing.
I mean, hey, bro, like what's that called? Like, I forgot what I had to say now. Oh, God damn it. I was going to say something and then immediately a second after, I immediately forgot about it. Like, anyways, to distract everything, besides Kinger, who do you think, like, what is your favorite character from that series? Like,
What do Hawa?
Like, besides Kinger, who do you think is, who is the best character of you?
I'm so envious of Kovac's ability to voice the characters that he does. Like, just his voice print is so sassy and recognizable and yet not exaggerated that I'm very envious of the roles that he plays because he does it so well. So I'm not surprised at all that Jax is as popular as they are, and he's a powerhouse of a talent, so he deserves it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
I mean,
I definitely love Jax as a character, and yeah, Michael's work is like it's insane.
Yeah,
and his portfolio, it's just his portfolio is filled with these indie projects now, and I can only see like his voice definitely getting plastered around even more in future, just because of the sheer popularity.
Oh my God! Imagine, I mean, like bro, each and every single indie animation you will stumble upon, you will know that Michael is in it.
Yeah, and I feel like that's going to be the case with a lot of voice actors from different indie projects now, even with Amazing Digital Circus and you, Sean. What I can see probably is that it's just going to cause more traction to those well-known voices. But, it's a bit of a 50-50 because I don't know if people are going to want to see like projects that have, main heads that are the exact same from another show. But I guess it's different in Michael's case.
You say that, but like I said, I'm seeing a lot of those same colleague names over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
So if the work fits, if the voice fits, they're going to do what they're going to do. So
yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, that's like what I was saying with the 50-50. It's definitely popularity within the voices, and yeah, I can just only see people getting more roles now because of the popularity of indie.
Yeah, indie
right.
animations are getting popular now. like you would see.
Yeah.
I feel like we need that to happen, really. Like more and more indie projects decide to show up and then get more popularity each time. I feel like we need more of that, other than just.
And you'll see more voice talent popping up too. So the industry's gonna it's gonna blow up soon. I think just entirely because all of these voice actors are finally getting spotlights, or they're being brought back into it. I definitely think that it's going to get them a lot more traction, or the shows are going to get a lot more traction just because of their ability, and it's quite frankly amazing.
Yeah, of course. Jump scared, goddammit. But yeah, okay, I finally remembered what I was gonna say. I finally remembered. I feel like don't you think the Amazing Digital Circus is the fastest growing indie animation project? Do you think that? Because I feel like it is. Starting from the pilot.
I wouldn't be able to comment on that. Like I said,
yeah.
I don't focus too much on the numbers games, and I don't want to try and toot that horn because I don't know. Rebecca Black's Friday got a shitload of views, but I wouldn't say it was because it was a masterpiece of a song, right?
Yeah, of course.
You should.
So, you sound so dejected. Was that one of your favorite songs growing up?
Unfortunately, no.
It sounded like I shot your dog when I said that. I just built a grudge inside you, and you're gonna come back and kill my family in the future. Be like, that's for what you saw about Flex Friday.
Why would you do that,
little bitch?
What did you say about? What did you say about?
I assure you, it's fine.
What did you say about call me maybe?
Right.
Oh god, that's what oh god, I think that's what might happen with indie animation as well. It's gonna start a war soon, maybe.
I just hope it doesn't because
fan base clashes.
Oh wait, no, Michael actually brought that idea up. Imagine if there's a game, right? Imagine if there's a game with every single indie animation project. Has Been Hotel. Has Been Hotel is no longer indie. Hell of a Boss. Lackadaisy. Murder Drones, The Amazing Digital Circus, and lots of this.
This is the worst Smash Brothers spin-off game I've ever heard.
Exactly. And Michael got that idea, by the way.
Jesus Christ. It's the only way for the fandoms to take out their anger against each other.
I will beat you with Jack.
I farted.
Man, fuck this Rocky motherfucker, bro.
Jesus.
About to beat Pomni using Alistar.
What the fuck? That's so dumb.
I'm about to destroy Angel Dust with. I'm about to destroy Angel Dust with Pomni.
Nah, this just ain't it, bro. Never want to see this.
No, never gonna see. But yeah, it is the night.
The day that any indie collaboration comes up, it might be the end of the world, bro. I just I like the independence that they have, and crossovers are just gonna cause more pain.
Crossovers would be insane. I would say, yeah.
It's insane, but mentally painful.
Hey, you know what? That Michael idea. Hey, you know what? I think I got an idea in the future. Hey.
You are not.
Hey, man, I'm gonna master at coding, and I'm gonna do it.
No, God, no.
I can do what? Sorry?
He wants to make a game
Hey.
out of a multiverse of characters, bro.
Yeah, no, it would be fun though. Just think about it. Just think about it though. It would be fun.
Stop fucking ID, mate.
Blue is dying in the background.
It's going to take you 1,000,000 years.
Yeah, it will take you 20 years.
20 years, it will be. With your boy today, this video is sponsored by Raid.
No.
What's the mirror with Monstrous?
God, I hate this.
This is insane. This is the most insane podcast.
We're back in the back.
It's not really the most insane, but it's up there. It's up there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Off the charts, bro.
Man, I miss Cosmo.
What?
He sucks up.
Sean, what are your thoughts on how the Amazing Digital Circus has been plotted? What are your thoughts on the plot itself?
I'm gonna be really upset when they kill off Kinger in episode 2.
Oh.
I don't actually think that's what happens. I'm not paying attention to it.
Oh, oh.
I don't know much of what happens because when we record, often we'll just get like a sheet of lines for our character, and they may give us context on what's happening right before and right after that specific line, but we don't usually spend the time going through the entire script, especially not the scenes where my character's not involved at all.
Yeah.
So a lot of these scenes involving like Pomni going through the different doors and stuff like that, I'm only experiencing that for the first time because I had no reason to look at it when I was recording for Kinger because he wasn't in that scene. So it's cool to get to experience parts of the story alongside everyone else at the same time, simply because we don't always get access to it during the recording process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real.
Oh, fair enough.
Actually, let's start theorizing. What do you think will happen next? Like, let's start theorizing. Let's just start theorizing.
Can you stop?
I hope they all have a sexy beach episode and Jax wears a thong.
For real, WW.
They all just start changing their fit,
bro.
and then they go to their fucking beach. Even though,
Hell no, bro.
I mean, technically it could happen.
This
I mean,
is-
technically it could happen. We literally saw Kane on the fucking whatever was that was was it where was that? Like Olive Garden? What the hell? We could we saw that scene, okay? So it could just happen randomly.
Bro, they could take the story so many directions because that first episode, that pilot was so chaotic.
I feel like they have lots of routes. They have lots of routes right now.
Yeah. So I feel like it could definitely drag on for a while. Just more work for Sean.
Gaming.
Yeah.
What?
But I don't know. It's so like I don't know. I feel like because it's so expansive, people are definitely more attractive to it, and the characters are definitely engaging for them. So I guess that's a good reason for why it blew up so quickly.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it became my favorite.
Why not?
Honestly, I do enjoy that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like there's a lot of
The amazing.
Blue. If you're gonna say something,
Okay.
if Blue was gonna say something there, oh my
No.
god.
I was about to say the amazing Dick Circus.
Shut the fuck up.
The amazing dick suckers.
Oh!
That's what I want to be a part of.
We need to make a spin-off show now.
Let's make a spin-off right now. Just kidding. I won't. Do
Kinger's just a giant phallus in a purple robe.
Oh no.
He's not named Kinger anymore. He's named Prince Albert.
Oh, no, bro. What the fuck?
You know how Kane's name has like what three letters from the word penis.
That is definitely a thing that I thought about when I saw the name Kane. You are certainly on the thumb of the news cycle when it comes to things that people think about.
Bro, oh my god. I'm starting to think Puppetflip's just spreading these around now. He's
Guys,
spreading
I'm
around his
spreading.
ideals.
Bro, I got so many ideas. Make me the story writer.
Oh god, no. What are you gonna do?
I have so it says there are many routes. There's many routes, right? I have so many of them.
No.
Oh my god, I could add so much. But yeah.
Actually, I've got a good question. Sean, in your time doing voice roles, have you ever had any more involvement than that? Like, have you helped, pick a direction for the plot based on like your character or anything, or is it just purely voice acting for you?
Do not have any say in what happens to the plot. Like sometimes they may ask for input on if I want to adjust a certain line based on the wording of it, but it is so infrequent that voice actors have any say in the actual trajectory of a story, and that goes for both indie and professional stuff as well.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah, I feel like I mean it's good at least if you can change how a line's said. But yeah, I was just curious because there's like a lot of shows where it's very character driven and
Right.
it's just,
Yeah.
like I was just wondering. But yeah, I feel like it's better just to have the characters do them rather than take
Right.
control
Yeah.
because that would be a little bit biased.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyways, let's continue theorizing. This is a lot. This is a question that a lot of people in the fan base has been talking about. This is a huge question, but like, who do you think is gonna be abstracted next? Because like, I think that's like the biggest question in the series of all time.
I am so uneducated about this show that I wouldn't even begin to be able to guess.
Man.
Was it Ragatha who was affected first?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay, I know that much.
Affected by.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Not who's the mask person again?
Mask person, Gangle.
Gangle. Zubul. I think it'll be Zubul.
Zubul's
That's my
next.
guess.
Yeah, we didn't see.
I don't
very
know.
much of Zubul.
Zubul seems to have a bit of an attitude, and I think it happening to them and them like properly freaking out about it will serve as the wake up call to the rest of the cast of like, whoa, this is some serious shit, you know?
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
exactly.
I feel like it'd be a little bit more like devastating for the or like everyone, like characters, fan base, and everything. So I feel like it's good, but it's a very deep rabbit hole to get into when it comes to theorizing with stuff like that because there's so many factors that you can't be aware of because we have we barely have any context in the show yet, and we don't have any like real like development yet. So it's really hard to say like
Yeah.
exactly what's gonna happen.
Wait, I got.
Yeah.
Is there any? Okay, you know what? Minion or the Bob for Why is that the question that immediately got delivered when I want to ask something? When you look at Puppetflip cast discussion currently, that's.
Wait, let me look at it. Oh my god, bro. No. Yeah, but yeah.
We're not asking that question. We're not asking that question. Minion or the Bob for today. But yeah.
Minion or the Bob.
Anyways.
The boobies for today.
Hold on. How long has it been going on? 50 minutes.
You like titties.
Should we stop bringing the audience in?
I mean, unless if they have any questions, that would be good.
Nah. Yeah, if
You
they
like
can put
titties.
questions in. Shut, bro. Play.
I got to ask something. Anyways, JackaL, do you have any other questions? Because I feel like.
No, I'm out of questions now.
And Blue, you said you have questions. Are you gonna bring that?
I didn't say I had any.
You did say yes.
No, yeah, no. No, it's too. No, just leave it. Just leave it, bro. Leave it. Not leave it, bro. Shut up.
It's cool if we're running out of stuff because I am.
Oh my.
As soon as it hit midnight, my eyelids got heavy as hell. I am so damn tired.
God, alright.
Oh my God.
We can leave it at that then.
Okay, hold on. We got. All right. Okay, so no one has any questions. Saiko, do you
We've
have
only
any?
got 60 more questions. It'll just take a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes.
All right, Saiko, quick run. Do you even have any?
No.
Damn it!
Wow.
God damn it!
I love the honesty. I cherish the honesty.
The honesty is
I
great.
have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
How are y'all doing?
I'm tired as fuck, my dude.
I already asked that
And
question.
it's 12 p.m. 12 a.m. for you now.
I have to get up at 7 in the morning in about 7 hours and leave my house at 8 a.m. to drive 8.5 hours to Reno,
7
Nevada. So I can
hours?
volunteer at a convention for 6 days.
7 hours.
And then
is
come-
3 in the morning already for
I
me.
know.
Alright.
Okay.
We should probably leave
Hold
it
on,
at
hold
that
on.
then.
Before we could end with another question later on, I remember Blue. I'm gonna expose you so bad from this entire thing.
Damn, I wish my wife would say that to me.
I'm gonna expose you, Blue. You said Kaufmo being abstracted is a Pibby glitch.
Oh my god, do not bring that up. Swear. This is so cringe.
No.
Alright, guys.
Alright, anyways,
This will be the end now.
let's get bring this back. Alright, anyways, Sean, since we're gonna end this up right now, we're gonna be ending this since you probably gonna be busy like in 7 hours.
Okay.
What do you want to say to the audience currently? Because will be uploaded to YouTube, and everything else.
Take care of yourselves. This world is full of a lot of bullshit nowadays, whether it's people going on crusades online or people getting killed en masse in the real world. It can be a dark and scary place at times, and it may feel sometimes like you're losing control and that nothing around you is stable anymore. So just remind yourself to be good to yourself. It's one of the few things that you have control over, and it's important that you check in with yourself. Mental health is important. At the end of the day, these are all just jobs. Voice acting is a job. Podcasting is a job. The thing that you do to make your income is a job. And we're all human beings just trying to make shit work in this crazy ass world. So don't forget about yourself along the way, because if you spend your whole life working expressly for other people, then you're going to forget what makes you you, and that would be really sad.
That's true.
Valid advice.
That is very true.
And fuck Twitter.
Yeah. After this podcast, I'm leaving Twitter. Let's go, guys.
Life is too short to not punch a Nazi in the face.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
make that your
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Yeah, of what blue? Alright,
All
yeah,
right.
cool.
Anyways, let's say two things first. Of course, we know what's happening in the real world. Free Palestine, you know what that is. Yes, sir. And then also, since this episode is going to be releasing in Halloween, so we just say Happy Halloween for everyone else. So, yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
You gotta do it as Mario Party 2 Toad. Happy Halloween!
Yeah. Happy Halloween. Got that.
No, you cannot do it. No, alright, cool. No,
I have the most silliest voice. You cannot.
No, we are done here, bro. Thank you, Sean, for coming
Yeah,
out.
thank you, Sean.
Yeah,
I nearly chucked on my own neck.
I'm glad we were able to make it work out. Thanks for being patient.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, thank you for coming out, and thank you for taking that time. It was great. It was great hearing from you and interviewing you, and thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. I'm gonna pass the fuck out. Like, I will be asleep 5 minutes after we hang this up.
Yep.
Jump in
Have a
bed,
nice sleep, man.
Yes.
Have a nice sleep. Oh my god.
Function high key.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Take care, y'all. Good luck with your future
Yeah, whatever
podcast
you do,
episode.
just-
I'm planning on more things.
Thank you.
Probably,
Thank you very much.
I'm planning on more things with TADC. So yeah, we'll be fine.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Never stop planning
Yes.
until you die. Then plan on the afterlife.
Let's go.
That's your job.
Let's go, guys.
Plan maker.
Never
stop.
Never.
Hey, you know what Nikkei?
Family.
You know what Nikkei 30 said? Never back down. Never what?
Never back.
Never give up.
Family, pets, bathroom visits. Fuck all that. Just make plans.
Don't
Plans.
Stop.
Yep. No time for anything else.
Stop pissing on
The only meal you should be prepping is a nice,
Fucking on.
juicy plan.
Don't piss on the
That's
toilet.
just
Keep
bland.
working.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Stop pissing on the toilet. Keep on working. Keep on making bank.
All right.
Anyway.
Good night, you circus clowns.
Good night, man.
Good night, Sean.
night.
Have a good.
Good night, Sean, Kinger, Revali, or something. Good night.
He's gone.
Bye. Oh my god.
He's gone.
He's gone now. Anyways, that's the end.
You fucking suck, Blue.
You suck, Blue.
I'm ending this fucking
By the way,
recording.
there's already PP versions of the Amazing Digital Circus.
No, shut up.
no.
I do not want to hear it, bro.
Kuro, you're
My god.
man. Kuro,
this
you have
is
a new
disgusting
entire
shit.
persona now. Yeah. Just surprised, honestly.
Oh,
I'm a
Goodbye, guys.
yeah, fair enough.